Does your baby cry with gas and colic for hours on end and nothing seems to help? Here are a few tips that help you along the way. Hello, I'm Dr. Nancy Silva, mom and pediatrician in Wesley Chapel, Florida. So what is colic? Colic is typically nonstop crying for about 3 hours a day, anywhere from the newborn period up until about 3 months old. Typically, it doesn't happen too often before 1 month old, so you only have 2 months of hell. Why do I say 2 months of hell? Because I went through that with both my kids. Not just one, both. And it was horrific. But I did learn a lot of little tips along the way that helped. One is gentle massage. You can massage their cheeks because they're using those chubby little cheeks like crazy, sucking and swallowing all day long. You can do bicycle with their legs and even like outwards, gently rolling them. And that tends to soothe their tummy. I'm not sure if colic is due to an immature intestinal system or maybe an immature brain system. We just know that it exists and usually causes a lot of frustration and exhaustion for moms and babies alike. Another tip is you could do a belly massage. And just going around in circles with one hand or tiny little circles with both hands, that tends to soothe them a bit as well. Another tip is warm baths. That can really calm a baby. Now, we don't usually recommend a bath every night, but I will tell you, my personal exception to the rule, when it happened with both my kids and I just couldn't get any peace, I would give them a warm bath every night. Now, I'd make it a short bath. You don't want to dry out that baby skin more than it has to be. And then you also want to make sure that you moisturize the skin afterwards. That's part of the whole routine, developing that routine of calmness. And so you're massaging them with a lotion or a cream, and that helps them relax a bit as well. Here's yet another tip. I typically tell everybody, and you might have heard on some of my other videos, not to let your baby get to that starvation point. One of the reasons why, aside from a baby who won't feed and gets very frustrated and crying for a while, is that they swallow more air. When you're swallowing more air, you actually get more intestinal upset and more crying and more colic. So try to really watch those hunger cues, the lip smacking, the searching for the breast or searching for the bottle. And they just tend to go from left to right. Sometimes it's sucking their thumb. Sometimes it's just eating their hand, and those are the signs. So go ahead and feed the baby. Don't wait for the baby to cry. Another tip is burping the baby. Not everyone decides after every feeding or sometimes in between a feeding to go ahead and burp the baby. But again, if you minimize the amount of air that's in there, probably going to improve the colic as well. My last tip is for you, the mom, get a break. It's typically 3 hours a day of crying, and it can be around, like I said, 1 month to 3 months. But guess what? Some babies start earlier, some babies linger with colic a little bit longer, and you can go insane with a nonstop crying baby that you just have not been able to get enough sleep. Ask for help. Get that break. See if you can take a 3-hour nap, even a 1-hour nap, even a 15-hour nap. If you are constantly taking care of your baby and this baby is crying 3 hours plus at the night during the day, you need some help. You're not supposed to be superhuman. You're just supposed to be a good mom. I hope you found this helpful. I've created some free guides. One is Mindful Mom 101 and another one is Fever Tips 101. You can find them in the comment below, or you can go to my website, drsilvakids.com, go to the shop section, find free guides and some trainings, and there's more on the way. Until the next time, be kind to yourself. Bye-bye.